What is going on, everybody? Jimbo Thick here. We are back with more Emberfell Whispers from the Stars. I'm, of course, your GM, your DM for the night, Mr. Jimbo Thick. We're joined by the full cast and crew picking up in the town of Conwich. But before we get there, let's meet our characters once again, as per usual. Let's start off with Dan Decker.
Oh yeah, right off the top.
Off the top.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Welcome back. And I'm Dan. As Anthony said, I'll be playing Moog Broadjaw.
Mm-hmm.
He's an 8-foot bugbear. A lot like basically a cross between Chewbacca and Lieutenant Commander Worf. And he carries around a big old crossbow, and he likes to use it a lot.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And we'll see how this goes.
We'll see how it goes indeed. Which then brings me to Andrea.
Hi, I'm Andrea, and I'm playing Zunalin, a drow bard, very petite but very loud.
Mm-hmm. Loud? Well, hopefully not too loud, depending on how this goes. But that will bring me to Kayla.
Hello, I am playing Valerie. I am a barbarian. I am a former elf turned damn pure, 5'11", 257 years old, and although I do technically carry weapons, I mainly just use my claws.
Yeah, I noticed you had a great sword. I was like, man,
and javelins.
Is that just always strapped to her all the time, and we just never hear about it? I guess.
I mean, it just hasn't needed to make presence yet. So.
There's just a big sword strapped to her back.
like a good cool. Final Fantasy character should.
Exactly. That'll bring us to Jumbo Smooth.
Hello, everyone. I am Jumbo Smooth. I'll be playing the role of Rogar, son of Amu, this evening. He's 7'5", 400-pound dragonborn from beyond the wall, the north. He's looking for his father / deity figure, and also looking for one Sinsu, perhaps knows the whereabouts of his lost kin. So hopefully, maybe the Crestfallen might know something about it.
Exactly, maybe, just maybe, grasping at threads here. It brings us to Doobie 209.
What's going on, everybody? I'm playing Tristan Burrell, the High Elf Time Wizard from the Thundering Summits.
Mm-hmm.
About a little over 6 foot, about 200 years old, who was on a magical mystery tour to find what happened to his father while decoding his journal and avoiding any and all military, political, law enforcement.
That's
without giving his name.
That could be a thing. That could definitely be a thing. We'll see. We'll see how that goes one day. But for now, last we left off, the party has found themselves after defeating the Conwich Horror, deciding to stick around just a little while to recoup, refresh themselves, take stock of their current predicament. And in doing so, it was revealed that a certain somebody that goes by the name of Crestfallen, the captain of a ship, possibly pirate vessel, known as the Sea Hag, that had been docked within the bay by Conwich, had decided to take Conwich, seeing that it was relatively undefended, and after, in their eyes, telling everyone that they in fact slew the horror with their cannon fire, have demanded tribute and certain other things from the people of Conwich, who have attempted to rebel against them and were quickly suppressed. You were asked by Bors, after you had discussed with him various possibilities of where your current paths might take you. And he did ask that if you could help, that if you would, because he felt uncomfortable doing it on his own. Trist making a very good point that, heroes don't get paid, apparently, sometimes. And He just wanted to walk away from it all. But everyone else had cooler heads and decided to help out the good people of Conwich, the people that have sheltered Rogar from the law, I might add, for a long time, and have kept many secrets for them. You guys have all made a very good name for yourselves in this place. Very well liked. And of course, there apparently are people in danger. One of the key individuals being Attendant Nazir that has not been seen since this invasion, we'll call it. So, last we left off, you guys had found out some information by a quote-unquote spy within the walls that was passing information to Boars from Weevil, a very favorite character of Zunalin, as well as a supplier of goods in town. But after discussing these the events happening within the town by your previous goblin compatriot that you'd come across more than once, you decided that you would come back at night and you would attempt to at the very least perhaps relieve Attendant Nazir, maybe rescue her. I'm not exactly sure of the whole plan because it was rather it flip-flopped a couple times right at the very end there. There was a whole Trojan horse scenario, and then it became I'm just going to climb this wall scenario. I don't know. We'll see what's going on. The main thing to remember is that there are 3 watchtowers spread out along the walls, north, south, and west. You guys were approaching, you had moved around the town and are approaching from the north side, the wall closest to the Temple of Boel that you had been instructed about. There is a watchtower there. Trist had released. It is very dark, I might add, very late. Not quite like midnight, but I'd say probably 10, 11 p.m., somewhere in that avenue. The stars are out. The ring that encircles Emberfell is lit. That is essentially a moon. However, Trist had released Waitley, his familiar, in the form of a beautiful owl that failed a stealth check miserably, which was ironic because it is usually a very stealthy animal. Was scouting for all of you, discovering a tiefling individual that has been running some kind of fighting pit in the former ruins of the Dirty Ox, and is currently engaged in this entertainment for the rest of the crestfallen, we'll just call them pirates. He didn't see much else because in that exact moment, somebody exclaimed, "Hey, watch this!" And there was an explosion of a cacophony of sound as a black powder weapon was discharged, and with a poof, the owl was no more.
He was about to die.
It's about to die. So that's where we're picking up. The 5 of you, I'm assuming, are kind of crouched down. You did say within 100 feet of the wall itself. I will remind you the wall is about 15 feet tall, made out of wood. Seems to be relatively sturdy. And then the actual watchtower is maybe a few feet away from the wall and then elevated. And it is a platform with a large flaming brazier. Not brazier. Brazier.
Flaming
on top of it.
brazier.
Flaming brazier, yes. Flaming brazier atop of it. Currently, you see silhouetted 2 individuals on this particular tower. One of them with this long rifle-like weapon that none of you would probably. Well, you guys have. I will say at least Rogar, Velry, and Moog. Trist, you didn't spend too much time in Port Rona, did you?
No. Not as long as they did.
So those three, you guys would recognize them as the kind of new weaponry that was coming out of Port Rona at the time, these black powder weapons. Though you'd have no personal experience with them, you've at least seen them. That's where we're picking up.
Moog is not impressed with firearms. Moog is only impressed with baby's arms. And his own very long arms.
That's
I think I got all my references in right at the front.
Thank you for doing that. That was let's go from there. All of you hear a chuckle, laughter coming from atop the tower. There's nothing left. The other guy smacks him on the arm. Hey, the boss is gonna kill you for that. Stop. You know these are precious.
Valerie's eyes are like enraged, to see her precious.
Yeah, is this these are people from the Sea Hag, most likely?
You have no idea.
Well, yeah, but
You can assume what you want.
I don't know. I'm with Trist. Maybe we should shoot him.
The five of you are down here,
Mhm.
about 100 feet from the wall. That's all. That's
So
all
you-
you got so far.
You can see the
Okay,
people in
yeah.
the tower from where we are.
Oh yeah, because they've got
Okay.
a large brazier behind them, fully
Okay.
lit. You can see like silhouettes. They're kind of walking around. There isn't a there's no roof on this. This is just a platform, and it does have rails along it, like a half wall. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Trist. What do we say? We plug these two guys, and me and Rogar get everybody up over the wall.
Yeah, I say you. I said you kill them both if you can, but you cannot miss. They must die with one shot each.
Right. I'm gonna plan for that.
But I say if you and Valerie want to handle that, I can get the bard and Rogar to come with me to the temple. We need to unlock that door and get those soldiers out.
I know.
I try and
So remember, our main goal is to get to the ship. We don't need to kill every swinging dick in this village.
Right. Don't get caught up killing everybody. I got you.
To the ship.
Yeah, to the ship. You got it.
try and stealth my way up and try and take one out, while he gets ready
I
to.
cannot
As
emphasize
she's
enough
doing
that they
that-
need to die in one attack.
Now, Valerie,
I will also.
real quick, I'm gonna need you to remind me sometimes. Your cloak has more than one application. I don't know if you've read the whole description. You get advantage on stealth checks.
Right, I knew
And
that.
People get disadvantage on perception checks to look at you while you have it
super
up.
stealthy.
Yes. So
I
in
can
case
shoot
I
from
forget, at least try to remind me every once in a while.
And I can
Who's
shoot
going?
from here.
Yeah.
Who's attacking first? Are you both attacking simultaneously?
Technically,
what-
it's
What are you guys
simultaneously.
doing? What are you guys doing? Are you going to allow Valerie to move up because you guys are 100 feet away right now?
She can move up into range because I'm at range.
There's no
I
one
don't-
in between me and.
Oh no,
No
no,
one.
no. There's
Okay.
no one out here.
You get into range for what you need to do, and
Okay.
when you're ready, I'll take the one on the left.
So Valerie, did you roll me a stealth check?
I would like to give some bardic inspiration to Valerie, please.
Sure. So you can roll so you get a D8, I believe, to go with that.
Good.
Good, because you're going to need it apparently, despite having advantage.
Oh, no.
Thank God that the natural one doesn't count right now. That's not bad. So that's a 12
13.
total.
Well, I
It's a
can't-
12. It's a 12.
Public school.
However, the individuals who have disadvantage to see you, as Valerie, and I will say most of you, Trista's passive is pretty damn high. You see Valerie begin to slink ahead, and as she kind of pulls the hood up on her cloak, it's almost like one of those elven cloaks from Lord of the Rings, where it begins to like match the terrain. And you kind of start to lose sight of Valerie. She starts to move up, almost like a predator, very close to the ground, going back up. And as you get to the wall, Velry, you sneak up and you can hear the two guys, the one still laughing, a little bit chuckling. Stop fucking around. Let's just get this over with. A couple hours. I can't wait to get back. You saw her, right? Yeah. And hey, did you see that? See what? What are you talking about? I thought I saw something moving out there. Guy kind of. Then you hear a. Oh, it's foul. He starts waving away and. Oh God! How much longer do I have to be up here with you?
A little extra fire comes out of the brazier.
Yeah, exactly. Lights up for a second. No, but they're just kind of chatting it up. Depends on how long you want to listen to this.
I'm at the top now.
I will say you've made it to the wall. You're starting to climb up the wall, and it looks like something out of a horror movie. As Valerie just kind of sticks and just starts kind of like spider climbing up this wall very stealthily. Gets over to the top of the wall.
Moog,
And people are just talking to each other.
Are we ready?
Moog can see that. Like, I give a signal to Moog, like,
Okay.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, let's go.
Okay.
All
Yeah.
right. Okay, so
Can we attack
I'm
at the
going-
same time?
I think okay, so what's your dexterity scores? We'll just go like this real
I
quick.
got +3.
So 16 for Moog. What do you got, Valerie?
Yeah. I'm 14.
14. Okay. So I'll say Moog goes first and then you'll go right after him.
All right.
But
So-
these will be happening essentially simultaneously. It'll be like that.
All right. So I'm going to use sharpshooter
Okay.
for -5 to +10 damage.
Real quick, Moog,
Yeah.
are you stealthed right now?
I'm 100 feet away.
I don't care.
Weren't we stealth before?
Think so.
Yeah, you guys were stealth. These
Yeah.
attacks have advantage, is what I'm saying, Moog.
Oh, I got you. Okay, perfect. So yeah, I am going to use the sharpshooter for a -5 to hit, +10 to damage, and roll a superiority dice. So with advantage to hit.
Oh, yes.
A 28. I don't
Definitely
even
going
have
to
to.
hit.
So that's an 18.
Yes.
Yeah. Or I'm sorry, a 23 actually.
Yeah,
So I don't
23.
even have to use my superiority dice.
Go ahead and roll another attack. Just
get
so
it out
that
of
we
the way.
get them both out of the way. Yeah.
All right. I will call sharpshooter on it also.
Okay.
That's worse. So I'm going to roll that superiority dice now.
Yeah, go and roll it.
So
An 18.
A 13 to hit.
13.
Yeah.
13 is
sharpshooter.
a glancing blow. So go and
Cool.
roll damage for the first one.
All right. So this is on the same guy.
No, it's not, actually, because I've got a feeling you're
Oh.
going to kill this first guy in one shot.
So 9 plus
Nine-
10 for 19. Yeah.
You put a bolt through this guy's throat as he's talking to the other one. He's like, yeah, I can't wait to go back. And then
And
you
I'll
very
just-
quickly, and you try to shift over, and the guy's kind of startled for a moment. Go ahead and roll damage for the second one, which is going to be halved.
All right. So 20. So 10.
It's 10.
Yeah.
You were one short of killing this guy, so he's technically
Damn.
still up. A bolt.
But he looks real bad.
It goes into the chest. It goes in deep. He's, and he's beginning to almost cry out. So Valerie, you have an opportunity here.
Silence this
The only
motherfucker.
other guy left, right?
Yes. Now I will need you, and it's a short jump. You won't need to make a check. You can jump like freakishly far. So, you kind of spring in the action. Go ahead and give me an attack roll. You do have
Oh, dear.
advantage. Yes.
Just don't forget that Moog has special racial abilities with his sneak attack.
Oh yeah. Now, so yes, but it wouldn't matter because the first guy died instantly.
Oh,
that
yeah,
would have been the one you got it on. So
yeah.
But yes, you do. You need to remember that too. Damn it. Damn it.
Doesn't come into play a lot.
It comes
But
into play
yeah.
now. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Did you make your attack, Valerie?
I wasn't sure what was happening. Okay.
Sorry. You get advantage.
Okay. There's no one else to be like closely in contact with, right? Like there's no point for me to rage right now necessarily, right?
I mean, that's up to you.
All right. I get 2 attacks and I'll just not rage for once. I think.
Okay.
I get to go one more time, right? 'Cause I have 2 clubs. Yeah. Okay.
Well,
Natural 20.
Is that a natural 20?
It's not going to matter. He has 1 hit point.
He's eviscerated,
so
essentially.
he just had to hit. As he's about to call out, and Velry, you see him kind of stumble for a minute. His rifle, whatever this contraption is, hits the wood at his feet, and he's reaching down, and you see an actual like a large horn that he's reaching for. And he grabs a hold of it. As he does, you like fly across over the wall and just attach to him. Slice out his throat. He
totally roadhoused him, didn't she?
Did you roadhouse him? He's just dying he dies immediately within moments. Blood spewing all over you. You probably love it. But yes, they are dead. Velry, go ahead and give me a perception test.
Oh, I suggest you stay in this tower.
Indeed. Once we get up there, I'll be in the tower.
Is that a 17? Yeah. Yes. Okay. With a 17, from this vantage point, you can see you kind of crouch down low and begin looking out. You see the kind of pit area, the de facto coliseum that has been erected a good distance away. That's towards the opposite side of Conwich, towards the other gate. So you're looking at a few thousand feet if we're going to be going by games rules. Pretty decent amount away from you. The next closest tower is within 500 feet. It's kind of out to the west of you, as you kind of following your eyes out there, and you do see, with the low light and plus your heightened vision, plus the actual torches and things that are lit around here, because despite everybody having, or most people at least, probably having dark vision, the place is still relatively lit for some reason. Who knows why? Regardless, so you do see these other 2 towers do have 2 men apiece in them. They do all appear to be, though the ones at your feet dead appear to be hobgoblins. You're not sure about everybody else. You see a few people walking around from building to building. In particular, right below you, you see the Water's Rest, the Temple of Boel, is right below you. It looks a little strange. It looks like light is reflecting off of it in strange places, almost like there might be some kind of barrier around it. That's what you see immediately within your vicinity.
So I will.
There's a fair bit of noise being had coming from the Coliseum area. Or
Yeah, are they doing their fight or?
Oh yeah, there's a
to
fight
the death?
going on, and you hear people screaming and hollering. You do see a lot of these people walking around or stumbling, like they might be intoxicated. Things of that sort. It feels like, especially judging by the conversation you heard, that many of these individuals have probably have their guard down slightly. Let's just say.
Yeah.
So are we going to make our way, guys? Are we going to make our way to the wall and up the wall?
Yep. Making our way.
So what? Like Triss suggested, Moog would take up sentry in the tower.
Okay.
If we get up there, and what I would like to do is prop up one of the dead guys to make it look like there's still two people there.
That's okay. That's smart. You just kind of
Yeah.
prop him up, and he's kind of hunched over
up against
kinda,
one of the posts.
It's like Wickeds at Bernie's. You kind of like move his head back occasionally till he
That's his name now. His name is Bernie. His name's Bernie.
Yeah. This dead guy.
Bernie the Hobgoblin.
Yep. As you're and I'll say that all of you, there's no really need to make a check because you guys have been relatively stealthy up to this point. Getting over the wall is not going to be difficult with my horrible party I have that can just walk up walls all the time. So all of you make it easily over the wall into town. Moog, there is a ladder, like a rope ladder, from the floor that goes all the way up. The actual towers themselves sit about 20 feet above ground. So about 5 feet above the wall is where the actual top of the tower is. You climb up there, start taking an overwatch position. What are the rest of you doing?
Making our way to the temple.
Okay.
The other towers are far away enough?
They're pretty good distance away, yes.
Yeah.
Sneaky.
Is there a way we can get behind the temple, like where it's not quite as visible to the?
Oh yeah. You. And matter of fact, you guys are already in that kind of area right now, between the wall and the temple.
Okay, cool.
Does it have any windows?
It does not. You'll remember it doesn't have any windows.
Just it was only the front door. No
the
back
front door was always open. There wasn't a back door. There was another room that Rogar has seen, at least. But there are no windows in that building. Almost like it was built specifically like that for some reason.
I'm gonna tell Tristan he probably needs to detect magic on it because of the barrier thing I saw.
So do you take a moment, Trist?
Yeah, I can detect magic on it.
Okay. Why don't we have the rest of you give me, not Trist, because Trist is kind of taking time back here. Let me get Rogar, Velry, and Zune to give me either stealth or perception. I'll give you guys a choice here, how you guys want to play this. Like, do you want to try to hide from people, or do you want to try to see somebody coming, that kind of thing?
We split. Do we all have to do the same thing?
You guys are doing the same thing. Going stealth, it looks like. 20 for Rogar. Velry has advantage. It's got to be good. Okay. Zoom got a 10. The rest of you are relatively okay. As you kind of crouch down back here behind the Temple Trist, how long does it take you? Is it 10 minutes? Ritual? Yeah, ritual. So it's taking a little bit of time for Trist to kind of sit down. He starts inscribing almost like a circle around himself to begin to cast this ritualized version of the spell. And as he's doing so, kind of Rogar, Velry, Zune, Moog's just up in the tower, just kind of looking around. I will also mention Moog, even though you're not here right now. There are 2 black powder rifles, and by rifles I mean they're the equivalent of muskets in the tower, as well as a 2 pouches of ammunition, each containing 10 shots of black powder, if someone would try to use them.
Moog would definitely be interested in maybe snagging one of these on the way out.
Okay. You just kind of look at one, it's strange. You never actually used one. You've seen them used before.
Right. And it's similar enough to old Bessie here.
Yeah, it's similar, but you would not be considered proficient.
Oh God, no.
Yeah, but yes.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah. We can go practice at Boris Farm plugging some cans.
Moog, why don't you give me a perception test while the rest of these guys are being stealthy?
Oh, you got it, brother. Perceive all that shall be perceived with that advantage.
Yeah, I will allow the advantage, even though you're not wielding your shield.
That's true.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm
That
allowing
totally.
it. It didn't matter because you rolled the same.
Yep. Oh, that's pretty funny.
That is funny. That is funny. With the 12.
So yeah. Fate was
Moog,
like, "Fuck you, Dan."
you do see, so you lose track of Velry completely. She's
Yeah,
kind of,
yeah,
she
as
kind of
expected.
just slinks away into the darkness. You do see Triss kind of beginning to kind of mumble himself down below you. Rogar equally kind of crouches down and makes himself hidden, a hunter as it was, able to do so. Zune, however, he's currently kind of looking around. You see the very bright, flamboyant clothes, reflecting light, even from where you're standing, Moog, as you look down. And you see that there are two individuals that are actually standing at the front of the temple, near the door. And one of them kind of nudges the other one. I gotta take a piss. I'll be right back. And he starts walking around the side of the temple, walking underneath your tower, and he's moving towards the back where your compatriots are located.
So I can see this guy.
Oh yeah, you can see him. Yeah, he has no
Okay.
reason to look up and see you.
Right. So, but he is heading. He's gonna maybe get the drop on my peeps, though.
You have no idea, but he is heading
Well, yeah,
that direction.
Yeah. Well, I don't want him to do that. So, is the other guy, his partner at the temple door, who we probably are also going to have to take out? Does he seem like? Is he watching this guy leave?
No, he's kind of
Oh,
looking out
okay.
towards the courtyard. He's actually looking almost longingly towards the arena set up. He's got a large jug in one hand. He's got a spear that he's kind of resting on.
He's been sipping the sake. So what is the milieu around the area? Is there people?
There are
pretty
small
dead?
clusters of people that kind of walk around.
Yeah.
The main kind of courtyard area in the center of Conwich, where there used to be kind of the stalls and everything. There are a few stalls that are kind of broken and just kind of sitting there. No one's bothered to clean up or anything like that. There's a little bit of debris, but for the most part, there are people walking back and forth, mostly towards the town hall.
Okay.
That's where you see
So-
mostly people traveling from that building and then back to the arena. They kind of go in between those two places, which is a good distance away from you.
Right. So that kind of gives me enough to do this. I want to take out Mr. Goes to the bathroom
Okay.
first. And then I will also then need to probably lace up the other guy. I want to try and pin him to the door with a bolt. So he's still standing up, and like maybe someone doesn't notice that he's dead.
Okay.
But
Now
I'm gonna get this guy.
the angle to hit the guy in the front. He would
Right.
he would
the guy
have
who's going to pee.
No. This is the guy at the door. If you're
Oh,
talking
okay.
about this
Gotcha.
guy, the guy at the door, like you're on the back side of the building. He's on the front side of the building. You wouldn't be able
Oh,
to
okay. So I
pin
can't
him
really
to-
see him.
You can kind of see him.
Uh-huh.
Moog can probably hit him because Moog has a
do
ridiculous
stuff.
feat, but a normal person would have a hard time shooting him.
Okay. So I want to take out Mr. Bathroom first.
Okay.
All
As he's
right.
walking right around Moog, you kind of lean over to the side a little bit. Go ahead,
Ready?
give me a shot.
22 to hit.
That will definitely hit.
All right. Here's some damage.
Now, you did not say sharpshooter Moog.
I didn't. So that's only a 10.
10 points of damage.
Yeah.
Let me make
I
sure.
get 2 attacks.
I know you get 2 attacks.
So I'm going to take that second attack.
Hold, please. I want to make sure.
Oh, okay. Well,
I need to make sure because I have his stats right here.
Oh, fuck, I've been shot.
yeah.
Exactly.
He's not going to have enough time to say shit.
So, let me quick just to make sure. Moog,
Mm.
just enough as you.
Oh, nice.
and actually sinks in like collarbone area.
Oh yeah, that's where I
and go
pictured
and,
this
and
one.
drives all the way through, probably
Yeah.
somewhere into his midsection somewhere, piercing many vital organs. I mean, this bolt's significantly it's impressive.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
good.
like a foot long. Pierces all the way into him, and he hits the ground inches from Rogar. As you kind of you see this guard just kind of fall down dead. You were just kind of waiting, Rogar, with your club. You're just like, and then
Rogar will grab his body and kind of like drag it into a less conspicuous area. If there's a,
you kind of grab his body and just kind of pull it around the side of the building with you.
Yeah.
So
as you're dragging him, the smell of piss hits your nostrils.
If I catch Rogar's eye or anyone's eye, I would signal to them that there's another guard.
Mm-hmm. So none of you know what this means. None of you are super intelligent outside of Trist. Moog himself is unintelligent. So who knows what this hand signal is that he's just come up with. So you're just like, yeah. Zune goes,
I thought we would maybe have practiced hand signals.
You have done nothing of the sort. You've done nothing.
I mean,
that was a lie.
Yeah, no.
You guys are not commandos.
Something.
Okay. Rogar's a hunter.
Right.
You would have hunted.
Rogar's a hunter. You know? Yeah, Rogar. Yeah. Moog is like gesturing like I need to take a shit or something, and whatever your language is, and you're just like, yeah, okay. Interesting.
All that beef and cheese.
Yeah, it's a lot of beef and cheese, indeed. But as the 10 minutes expire, Trist, suddenly your eyes flash with arcane energy, and you kind of look out, and you see that immediately there is, in fact, a dome, some semi-transparent to the naked eye, but to you, you see a magical dome that is completely encompassing the water's rest, almost like a second layer of skin. It's very close to the building, and it is definitely magical in nature, and it appears to be of the Abjuration School, which you know to be protection.
And tell if it can be penetrated.
Give me an Arcana check.
15.
With a 15, you're kind of looking at it. You know a little. You've dabbled a little bit in abjuration magic. Yeah. Being able to shield yourself from harm. And while it is similar to that scale of magic, it being here on a almost permanent basis, and if your informant was to be believed, it has been this way for days, if not weeks. This type of magic is somewhat alien in that way. You're not sure how anybody would be capable of putting this up, but as far as you know, it will at least prevent people from physically passing into the temple itself.
Well, this temple idea might be put on hold for now. We can't enter this, and unless I see her, I can't talk to her telepathically. So we may have to try to find a boat.
Can we see a boat from here, perhaps?
From back where you're from behind the temple, no. You don't have a good view of the dock. You'd have to go around to the corner where there might be another guard standing.
I'm going to cast message to Moog.
Okay.
Moog, we're going to go look for a boat down by the docks. The signal will be 3 flashes. That means come down and find us.
Can I reply in my mind?
You can reply to this message.
Now, Moog, I will say this.
I would acknowledge.
I've never cast a message on Moog before.
Mo, the voice that reaches your ears, while in the same tone and the same words that you just heard, the voice sounds gravelly, almost as if suddenly Trist had taken up a very heavy smoking habit, as if he had been smoking 10 packs a day for the past 50 years. But yes.
I would acknowledge that I'm somewhat confused.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
We're going to the docks unless someone has a better idea.
And I would be watching specifically closer toward that area, while still keeping a close eye on what's going on around us.
Okay, Mo,
Check on Bernie real quick.
you kind of check on him. Nothing. He's not moving. He's dead. But Triss, Rogar, Velry, and Zune, you're going to leave the Water's Rest. You're going to travel east towards the docks area, towards the Bitter Stout Trading Company. Okay.
Yeah, I guess as stealthy as we can.
Okay. Now, I will say, you guys have options here. Are you going to try to move through the courtyard area, or do you want to try to move around like behind the buildings, like next to the wall?
If we move along the wall, are we getting in the path of another tower?
No. There's no other towers on this side of of Conwich.
You mentioned- Go ahead.
I vote we move along the walls.
You mentioned people walking around. Are there
Mhm.
individuals walking around to relieve the guards and the towers?
You're not sure. You'd have to peek out and see, try to discern.
Is anyone walking with purpose and not just drunkenly stumbling? I can peer around a corner that doesn't have a guard.
Around the corner. Go ahead and give me a perception test, Zoom.
Okay.
It works in video games all the time.
It does.
You
Yeah,
throw
just-
rocks and then people walk over to you.
No, it's fine. I'll
Snap
just
their neck.
get into a crouching position and they won't find me. Oh, I don't see
10.
much.
10.
I can't figure it out.
You're not sure. You're usually pretty good at reading people. You're not sure if they have much purpose at all. You're not exactly sure how many people are even in this settlement right now, but you do see groups of people walking around, sometimes in 5s, 2s, by themselves. Everybody is armed though. Most people are in some kind of armor, have some kind of weapon on them. Most of them also have usually a beverage of choice in their hand as well. Some of them specifically, you do see a handful of Straw Hat Ronin that look like they are much more sharp than the rest of the individuals, perhaps not drinking at the very least. And you see a few of them kind of walking around out in the very far distance.
Okay, I will make a point of pointing them out to Rogar, Tristan, and Velry, just so we can kind of keep our eye on them.
All right.
There
There
is-
is,
Look around.
as this is taking place, Zune's kind of looking out. Suddenly you hear Zune next to you. God, what the hell's taking him so long? Better go check on him. This guy starts walking around in your direction, Zune.
Sorry.
What are you gonna do?
I'm going to use Is Velry right next to us, like in this group?
I will say probably Velry and Rogar are back behind you, as well as Trist.
I'm
Moog's up
going
in the
to-
tower.
I'm going to use message
Mhm.
because yay cantrips, and tell Velry you need to kill the guy in front of me now.
Okay.
This is in my head.
Yeah, suddenly you hear this message, Velry. You're a few paces behind Zune. You kind of spin around.
Always
Yeah.
when I'm ready to get a little tasty snack in, I'm going to zoom up ahead.
Okay. Go ahead and this is going to be a split second scenario. Go ahead and roll initiative for me real quick. Just you. And Zune, you can roll as well.
I was so close to a natural. That's fine.
That's a 4. Zune. Go ahead and roll, Zune. 14. Ironically, the guard goes first here. As he steps around the corner, immediately sees Zune, who's just like, and then kind of, looks down at you.
This isn't where I parked my car.
Fuck. What in the nine hells are you doing? And then looks past, sees the slinky Ellery spotted, you know. He's like, and he starts going for his weapon. He's gonna try to slash Zune down since he's in front of him.
I can't do anything.
Nope. This is happening very quickly.
Can I see any of this?
You're about to be in on this in a second.
Oh,
unfortunately, a 19 hits Zune. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
You will be taking 6 points of slashing damage as the individual, the crestfallen little pirate guy here, kind of brings a sword across your chest, opens up a little bit.
It's fine. It'll make a good story.
Then he begins to move away. Somebody! He starts running away. He's gonna try to take his movement to run away from you soon. You do get a reaction.
Well then, let's see. What can we do?
You have to attack him if you're gonna take your reaction.
I know. I'm sorry.
Do you have Warcast?
I do not.
Okay, then it has to be with a physical weapon.
I know. I've not used them before, so now I'm like, that's gonna be brutal.
What do you even have on you? You probably have a dagger.
This? Probably a dagger.
Yeah, you probably have a dagger, I'm assuming. Just kind of whip it out. Stab him in the back real fast.
Let's see. Actions in combat. I have 2 weapon fighting apparently, but I only have 1 knife.
Nah, yeah, that's for
Let's see.
other purposes. Everybody gets that. But yeah, just go ahead and make an attack with your dagger.
All right, let's have a go. Yay! Please don't suck.
That hits.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Nice throw.
6 points of damage. You're pretty, as an actually very hardy stab into the back as he goes to run away from you. You kind of stab him real quick, like in the kidney area.
I'll have to start using weapons more often.
And he pulls away from you. Help! Damn it. It would technically be your turn now, Zune.
Oh, perfect. And let's see.
What would you like to do?
Too noisy, too noisy, too noisy. Let's see. Let me see if I can do this. I guess I'll just stab him again. I mean, the other stuff is not going to be good for what we need.
You going to run after this guy?
Well, is he
stab him?
Sorry. Is he out and about and in sight now?
He's running, actually. He's running. He only gets about 30 feet. But he is running.
Because he cleared the building.
He's running in the direction of the Codfathers.
Oh, great.
That's the direction he's moving towards.
Okay, I'm gonna try to get him to slow down. So
okay,
if he's not clear yet, I'm gonna try to get him again with the dagger. I miss,
and it is now
But I'm not running beyond the building. Like if he clears that building, I am stopping.
Well,
I'm not
no,
trying to
he's
go.
away from the building. Like he's out in the courtyard area.
Oh shit. Okay, then no,
So
I'm not running after him.
I mean, did you want to throw the dagger? It count. I mean, that would count for this roll. It would just kind of fly past him. If not, you have chased after him, have tried to stab him and failed.
Throw.
Okay.
Throw.
So I'll say that you got to the corner and you kind of, and it's. I will say with the 10, it's actually close. It's actually close. It kind of sails over his shoulders. Like, it kind of sails over, kind of clink, clink, clink out in the dirt somewhere. That'll be the end of Zoon's turn. Velry, it's now your turn.
Oh, he was out in the open.
Yes. Cool.
And I go after him. Is there people? Are other people going to see me if I go after him?
You have no idea.
Oh.
Yeah, just do it. It's too late.
Yeah.
He already shouted.
Can I try and stealthily go after him and get like another stealth roll?
If you're going to run after this man, you're not getting another stealth roll. You are not. However, you don't know the state of the people around you guys, so there's always a chance something might not happen. We'll see how it goes.
Well,
You're going to run
he's
after
within
him?
45 feet.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
He's within your movement range. You are fast. And he looks hurt badly, which might probably get your blood pumping a little more, Velry.
I'm still not raging necessarily.
That's fine.
Yeah, okay.
That's fine. You kind of run after him, kind of like a cat, kind of jumping on him like a scared mouse trying to get away from you. 10 will miss, Velry.
Fine.
17 will hit though. Go ahead and roll damage. Roll high. That is enough. That's enough. 7 points is enough, Velry. The first one the claws don't find any purchase. They kind of skid off the back of his it's armor, but it's not very thick. It's more of a leathery kind of armor, like a hide almost. Kind of slides off the back, but the second one you kind of grab the front and kind of rip open his chest and his stomach. Rip it open. There's just blood and guts spilling out. And he's dead within seconds. He just kind of collapses in the street there.
I was hoping to have done it a little bit more secretly,
Well,
as quietly as possible.
We'll see.
This one time.
Get what you get. Get what you get. Oh, damn it. So he kind of falls down. Kind of crouch down over the body. Moog, give me a perception test, and Velry, give me a perception test.
You got it. Perception. Here we go.
Oh, you're 16. Moog, you have advantage. Thank God.
We'll try that again. Not much better.
Nope. Moog?
Nope.
Moog's a little distracted by the events that have
I'm
taken
checking
place.
on Bernie.
He's kind of focused in on Velry in particular. Like if he's going to need to take a shot on Velry, you look up and you see that the door to the Codfathers is opening. You've seen light kind of spilling out, as if someone might be coming to investigate the disturbance.
I quickly grab the body and run back into hiding.
Go ahead and give me a stealth check.
Hold on.
Thank God you have advantage.
19.
19. Velry, you kind of grab the corpse and you begin to scamper off. You're strong as hell, so even though this is a full-grown man, it's not much for you. You kind of grab a hold of him and then slink away. You dart off close to kind of some open space beneath Moog's tower. You kind of crouch down and wait a moment. The door does open fully. A large bugbear kind of ducks out from underneath the door, kind of looks out. He's got a big almost like a mace in his hand. Must have been those damn bastards over at the pit. What'd you see out there? Nothing. Nothing. Smug guy. Nothing. Well, get back in here. Close the door. He kind of grumbles and ducks back in, and the door closes behind him.
Am I back with the rest of the party now?
Yes. Yes, you are.
Okay.
So,
A little snacky snack on the guy.
Valerie, on her way back, kind of reaches in, pulls out some of the man's intestines, and just kind of eats
My
them.
savior, my lady.
Sorry.
Tris,
can
you see Valerie as she walks up. There's a little bit of something just kind of hanging out of her mouth.
Meditation.
You got some schmutz.
Kind of just burns up and disappears.
We search the bodies for any magical health potions, maybe.
Sure. 16, not bad. I'll say Valerie dragging this guy back on your way back. And we'll just do this for the 4 members that you have collected so far. You do find 2 healing potions, the healing orbs, as well as 2 gold, 6 silver, and that's about it. That's what you get between the 4 of them. Not a whole lot on them. Okay. Now we are off towards the direction of the. All right. Yes, Rogar.
As we head off, can Rogar just kind of look over the temple one more time, just to see if there's any kind of extra thing that he missed, as far as like something that looks off, perhaps, or.
Okay. Why don't you give me a perception test?
Natural one.
No. Rogar. You kind of look at it. Strange magics.
Since I spent a solid month learning healing spells from her and hanging out at the temple, can I have a chance to try to see if there might be another way or means of doing something?
Let's see here. Yeah, you can give me a perception test.
Oh, I have no idea. Nat 1.
Yep.
Yeah. No.
Just like Rogar.
It's
You can look
impenetrable.
over and you're like, yeah, it's weird.
Very weird.
She never mentioned to you once that she had some kind of protective spell or anything of that sort. So no idea what's going on with that.
No. It's a mystery. Maybe
Mystery.
forever.
Mystery indeed. As the 4 of you, not including Moog, you're still sitting in the tower. Yes, Moog's still up in the tower, taking
I haven't
Overwatch.
seen my 3 flashes yet, you know.
Yep, you haven't seen the 3 flashes.
Yeah.
Who's leading the 4 of you going towards the docks? Who's in the lead?
I'll do it.
Okay, Valerie will be in the lead. Why don't I get stealth tests from all of you?
But no. No.
She got 50. Thank God she got a 24.
I piggyback. Tristan,
got
does
a
my
3?
stealth, cover him?
No, it does not. 15 for Zune, 9 for Rogar. Okay. So, let's see here.
Oh, well, a 9 wasn't that great either. So.
All right. You do see a group of guards, of not necessarily guards, but of these crestfallen pirates, kind of walking by. As you guys are slinking behind the buildings, you're actually moving towards the Bittersnout Trading Company. That's actually what you're going to get to before you actually get to the actual dock area. And as you're moving in that direction, you do see a group of about 3 men that kind of are walking in the direction of the trading company, kind of parallel to you. And as they're walking, one of them begins talking. Yeah, well, he says that we can do whatever we want with her now. He's done with her. It's gonna be great. I can't wait to get in there. Huh? I kind of look over in your direction, the three of you. I'm assuming Velry kind of stops everybody.
Yeah. Can I hear what they said, though?
Yes. All of you can hear. These guys aren't like being quiet or anything. They're all talking to each other pretty loudly. I'll say that
Velry does not like what she hears.
Probably Rogar and probably Velry. Rogar specifically for your more heightened senses, and then Velry just because of what you are now. You probably smell like copious amounts of alcohol reeking from these gentlemen. They smell of booze. And as they're kind of talking to each other, what are you looking at? Come on, let's get in there. He's gonna get pissed if he finds out we've been at the pit. Oh yeah, well. What did Van say? Did Van give you any of the good stuff? Well, he's playing a card game right now, but he said if we come by later, he might give us some of his private stock. If we bring him some choice garments from our lovely lady. All right. And they're still walking.
How many of them were there? 5?
3.
3. Are they facing like the opposite of us, where you can see their backs? Or
you guys would be like you guys are both moving in the same direction, so you're kind of looking at their side right now. They're moving towards the bitter stout trading company.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna like real fast mention to the party that we should, figure out where they're holding this girl captive and then kill them real bad. Okay.
All right. As Valerie decides she's going to go on a bloodbath soon, you guys, I'm assuming, are moving now towards the bitter stout trading company, it sounds like. So you're kind of following these guys, stalking them. Something Velry is eerily used to doing. Rogar is as well, which might be a little concerning for Trist and Zoom. If you're watching these two predatory individuals begin to stalk some prey. And you see the bitter stout trading company is essentially a warehouse. It's not as big as the town hall, because the town hall had those kind of aspects about it as well. And none of you have actually been in here before. It has a large set of doors. Oh, no, you were at the town hall. Which was, yeah, I know that got different. Regardless, though, there's a large door that is like a loading door. Big, like a 15-foot tall door, big wide door that kind of creaks open, and these 3 guys come walking in. A large bugbear kind of moves it to the side. Took you guys so long. Oh, come on! Don't get your trousers in a wad. Let's just get this over with. Come on. And they all slip inside, and the door closes.
Hoping to caught them before they went in.
Do you want to attempt to do that before? In other words, I will tell you this: there's no like cover. There's nowhere to hide. You would be out in the open if you're trying to get to them before they went inside.
There are windows,
not a dock, right?
There are windows at the bitter stout trading company. Yes, there are windows in that building.
It's like right next to a dock, right?
Yeah, it is close to the dock. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We couldn't like just toss them into the water before.
What I'm saying is, if you attempt to attack them before they move into the building, you will be risking your stealthy approach, is what I'm saying. You will be in There will be no buildings blocking your pursuit.
Trying to look at Zune and Rogar and Tristan and like see if if they wanting to do it now or just try and maybe hold me back to wait a little bit. Valerie doesn't like when she hears people talking about women in that way. So she figured. So she might need someone to coax her back a little bit.
I'm not the one to coax you back, so.
Rogar will put his hand on your shoulder if you're like going for the kill, and just kind of shake his head. Then we'll wait to go inside the building if we're still going after him. Yeah.
Okay. So you guys stealthily begin to approach the actual trading company. Trist with his 3 on a stealth check at this point. As you guys are approaching the building, you do see there are windows and there is light coming from within this building, so you can see that there are, at the minimum, torches lit on the inside. Velra, you could climb up there. You could just walk up the wall to get to it. There is like some boxes and things that are stacked nearby that somebody could climb on if they wanted to. Do you guys want to attempt to investigate the building itself, like trying to find other ways in, or are you just looking at like the few windows you can see and then the door?
The windows aren't glass, right? They're just like wooden shutters. Correct?
Yeah, just wooden shutters. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I would like to roll a perception check just to see if there's anyone around us immediately staring at us or lurking around the building.
I will allow Moog to get in on this as well.
What do you need from me?
A perception test, Moog.
Gotcha. Let's make sure.
16.
All right. And I have an 11.
You have advantage, Moog.
I will roll with you. That's no better.
Okay, 11. All right. So Moog, you're kind of looking out in that direction. You've actually lost sight of your party a little bit, just from the angle in the buildings, but you're still waiting. You're waiting on your signal, Moog. You're waiting on your signal. It's not like they left you behind or anything.
Right. Yeah. No, I know. I trust them.
Exactly. Zune, you don't. You look out. You don't immediately see anybody. You do see movement. Just further past this large open space where the docks would be. You see movement at what you know to be the town hall or the former office of Morag Bittersnout. That the area that you were bludgeoned to death. Not quite to death, but to unconsciousness.
Close to death.
Yes. You do see that there is quite a bit of activity over in that direction. In fact, there's a large group of men that have come out of the doors, and they look sloshed as they're moving towards the actual pit area where the Dirty Ox Inn once was. But you don't see anyone nearby, close to you.
Okay, well, I'll kind of signal that, keep your eyes over there, and I would like to send a message to Moog, since we did not forget him.
Okay, you kind of look up. Takes you a second. You kind of point at him, send him a message.
Yeah, and tell him where we're at. We're at Bittersnout, and we're probably about to get into some trouble.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, I would want to stealthily make my way out of the tower.
Okay. Give me a stealth check, Moog.
All right.
Yes.
Let's see. Moog needs to
15.
change his dice. Yeah.
Let me roll. Moog, you begin to creep down the stairs. Leaving. I'm assuming you're leaving the guy up there, kind of like.
Yeah, I'm not bringing Bernie, but
Bernie's still
gun.
attached. Yeah. Okay. You kind of
creep. His gun.
Do you have a gun? Did you take one of their guns?
I want to take one of the guns and some bullets.
One of the guns, and I'll give you both pouches. 20 things of ammunition. Not that you know how to load this thing, but you'll figure it out maybe.
I'll figure it out maybe. Same guy, maybe the guy that built my crossbow knows.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows?
Yeah,
who knows? But
I know it's a weapon.
You know it's a weapon. You kind of got it slung over your back with the armory that is Moog Broadjaw. If he couldn't carry so much shit, this might be a problem. But he slings the rifle over his shoulder and begins moving towards the rest of you. And now, are you guys going to wait for Moog to catch up, or are you guys going to begin canvassing the area and getting ready to make a move?
I think that we should be able to canvass the area while we're waiting for Moog.
Okay, so as Moog is creeping up, who wants to give me an investigation check?
We.
Trist?
The one who's the
Can
best
we
at that.
Trist
hear
is
them
best.
through the windows since you said the windows are lit?
Well, we're about to find out. Trist with 24. Dear God. Trist, it looks simple construction enough. It looks very similar to some of the the warehouse buildings in Port Torona. Not that you are super familiar, but you've at least been around these kind of structures, and you know, Trist, that often, while there may not be a back door, usually there's some kind of hatch on the roof that they sometimes is put in place to help clean things off of the roof. Just makes it a little bit easier to get up there. There usually is some kind of scaffolding on the inside of a few of these larger warehouses. So using your deductive reasoning skills, you think that there might be an entrance on the roof itself. In addition to the front door and, of course, the windows. The windows are large enough that it might be a tight squeeze for Rogar and Moog when he catches up, but the rest of you shouldn't be a problem.
Vera, you might want to go through the latch on the roof.
How tall is the building?
Surprise attack.
It's going to be about 15 feet tall.
Carry someone else up there if they wanted me to, but yeah, I'll go up there.
Okay. Valerie begins to just
Stealthily.
walk. Are you
Stealthily.
walking or stealthing? Yeah. Give me a stealth check. It's a super commando stealth everywhere mode, which is I love it. I love
yeah.
it so much.
We don't need a rogue.
Yeah, you don't need a rogue. Why do you need a rogue when you have a Valerie? 14 Valerie. Begin to climb up. Let me see. Valerie, you pass by a window as you are moving up. Now, where are the rest of you planning on entering?
Front door.
Going to the front door?
I mean, I would be.
Okay.
You mentioned some boxes leading up to a window.
There are some boxes stacked that would lead up to a window, possibly. Mm-hmm.
Are they precariously stacked? Like, is it like, oh, this is stupid, don't climb up this, otherwise you're gonna crash and fall? Or
give me an intelligence check, Zoom. $11. You kind of look at him. Yeah, it'd be all right for you. You could climb them, no problem. No problem.
curse my basic intelligence, but okay.
Okay. All right. So, Valerie, you pass by one of the windows as you're moving. You kind of glance inside. You can see. Hold, please, while I pull this up. You can see. You see 8 individuals kind of walking around. There are shelves and some other boxes and crates kind of stacked up in here, but there also are let me pull this up just to make sure I don't want to say the wrong thing here. You see 4 cages that have been built in the center of the warehouse. They have what appears to be humanoid people, men or women, you're not sure, within them. 1 individual in each cage as you're moving up. It's hard to discern everything through this quick cursory glance through this window because your passive perception isn't too high. Do you want to take the time to sit here and look through this window, or do you want to move up to the roof?
Can I hear anything really quick? Like hear anything of the conversations while I'm passing by, or what I need?
You hear grunting and smashing, the smacking of fist on flesh. I can't hear you right now, Valerie.
I like it.
Okay.
I'm not gonna. No, I'm not gonna take the time. I'm
Okay.
just.
You move up to the roof, to the hatch, and there is, in fact, just like Triss described, there is actually a large, almost. It looks almost like a trap door on the top here, that it looks like can be used to maneuver to get up here, and then possibly to clean the roof, because you see a copious amount of seagull shit all over the top of this building here, where it hasn't been cleaned in quite a while, probably since the pirates came into town. Regardless, though, the hatch, as you move over to it, you're going to open it. Can't hear you.
Oh, sorry. We're gonna look at the rest of the party. Is where's Moke? Is he?
You don't know. No, you can't see
He
him.
was on his way down, but you don't know.
You can't see him. You can't see anybody in your party right now.
Can I see through the hatch, or is it like?
It's
I have to lift it up or anything?
It's solid. You would have to lift up to look inside.
Trying stealthily lift it a little and just
That's
like
fine.
peek through for a little like.
You kind of open the hatch to look in, and as you do that, the rest of you, so where are you guys going? Trist, Rogar, and Zoom.
The door.
Trist, you're gonna try to go through the front door.
Yeah, I assume it's not locked.
Probably not. No.
I'm not gonna climb through a window.
No, you're not going to do anything about yourself.
I was waiting to see if that natural 3 on that stealth roll was gonna come.
We'll see.
Me. Then
We'll
I
see.
was gonna do it.
We'll see. All right, so we'll hold that then. Zune, you're moving towards the window. Rogar, what about you?
Roger would probably try to climb as well, if possible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rogar makes a move. I'm assuming Zune's kind of clambering up first, since he saw it first. Kind of getting up there, gets up to the window. Zune, you move.
Roger's going for the hat latch. Sorry.
Oh, to the roof?
Yeah.
Okay.
You said Rogar was too big to fit in the window.
I said it would be a difficult squeeze. That doesn't mean he wouldn't fit necessarily. That's up to you.
Rogar's probably going to go for the roof.
Okay. All right. Rogar, are you going to try to just scale the side of the wall, or are you going to climb the boxes that Zune's been climbing on?
Rogar will try to scale the wall, probably.
Of course he
The
will.
boxes, I doubt, would be heavy, strong enough to hold Rogar.
Rogar, you look at the boxes and very, expertly judge they could not hold your weight. And they probably would have broken under the pressure of Rogar. However, the small man that is Zune, no problem. Fine. The whole 80 pounds that is Zune is doing fine on those boxes. So go ahead and give me an athletics check, Rogar.
Okay.
Oh no.
12. Okay. It's 12, Rogar. You kind of... It's not a hard difficulty, but you get to the edge and you're beginning to pull yourself up. That's kind of where you're at right now as everything else is transpiring. Tristan's moving around the side. Zune, you kind of clamber up to the window. You go to pull and it opens. The latch opens and they open outwards. And you can kind of look inside. Velry lifts up the hatch and looks within. Moog, you are moving as fast as you can, as stealthily as you can in that direction. Velry, as you open the hatch, what you see before you is you do see the 4 large cages. Within the cages themselves, the first cage, the cage closest towards you, you see the figure of a large turtle-like humanoid. that you might have recognized as it is in fact a turtle. You may have seen him before. He's a member of Bittersnout's crew. He is adorned in bone-like charms and is currently sitting down, kind of cross-legged with his eyes closed, almost in like a meditative state, just kind of sitting there in the center of his cell. In the cell next to him, is actually empty. The door's open. The cell next to that, you see a female hobgoblin that has been manacled to the floor inside the cage, and is wearing what looks like leather armor that has been torn and abused. Looks like she's been in a fight or something at some point, and is currently kind of laying somewhat limply. And unlike the other prisoners, is currently manacled to the floor. And then in the fourth cage, you see a familiar figure, as you see a large ogre that is also manacled on each limb to an impressive weight, weighing him down to the floor. And you recognize the ogre as Bucket, the guard of the Codfathers. Weevil's right-hand man is currently sitting in this cage. These cages, despite what you've seen elsewhere in town, are made out of black iron and are very, very well made and sturdy looking. That might be somewhat strange, but that is the case. As well, there's currently a man that is a humanoid man. He appears to have, it looks like he has green, like a lime greenish skin tone. Two curling, what look like horns that kind of curl around the side of his head and come to form almost like a jagged crown, like a spiked crown around his visage. He is shirtless, only wearing a pair of trousers, no boots, and he is currently hanging from one of the rafters by his hands. He's tied almost like a punching bag, and I say punching bag because there is another figure, definitely from the garb it's wearing, is definitely one of these crestfallen pirates, beating the shit out of this man. Out of each smack of fist on flesh, he's moving and swaying. And as he comes to a standstill, you see him kind of raise his head up and spit in the man's face, blood all over him. Is that the best you got? That's what you see right now. There are 8 individuals besides these prisoners. It appears to be a large bugbear that is currently by the door. 2 more well-armored crestfallen pirates, we'll call that, which are the ones that are taking turns beating on this the hanging humanoid, as well as 4 just kind of more drunk-looking guards, 3 of which are the 3 that came walking in here just a few moments ago, as well as a single straw hat Ronin that is lazily leaning up against the cage where you see the ogre. So you see all of that bell ring.
Rogard have the crown, the horns like a crown?
No, definitely
No.
not. Rogard does not have anything like that. You've never seen anyone like that before. Well, actually, you have seen someone like that before. You never asked about it. You did see a woman that had similar features, though the skin tone was different. She had purplish skin. Whenever you infiltrated the dungeon beneath Castle White Shroud, she was held in a cell. and she was going insane when you guys had released her. But you would recognize as the same type of humanoid. You didn't ask too many questions, so you have no idea what this person is. But you do recognize it as some kind of racial feature.
Do I see Zune looking in through the window, or?
Zune is not very stealthy, so yes, you do see Zune looking in through the window. You see him kind of eyes kind of wide, looking in. And it's at this moment, Velry, as you're kind of looking in, you hear a thump as Trist stumbles and smacks his favorite head against the door. Oh, my lord. And kind of, you hear a thump.
Oh, shit,
and the bugbear kind of, huh? The two guys that are beating on the human punching bag kind of take a moment and, huh.
And at that moment, since they're distracted, I'm gonna
Disguise self.
jump in.
You're going to jump in?
Yeah, because he stumbled in. Trist stumbled into.
Oh,
the
no,
thing.
he's not. No, he just hit the door. The door's closed. Just made a noise.
Oh. Yeah, I'm jumping in.
Okay. Valerie immediately,
Oh,
like a
never
spider,
mind.
kind of. I'm gonna need everyone to roll me initiative.
Like Batman.
Yeah, it's like Batman,
Including the good
Retracts my
Moog.
disguise self.
including Moog.
All right, here comes Moog with the initiative.
Okay, so let's see here.
About where I am relative to the.
We will cover that in a moment. So I've got
Okay,
a
all right.
11 for Zoom. Got
Oh, not too bad.
a 11 for a 5 for Zoom. Excuse me.
Do I get a
11 for
surprise
Trist.
attack though?
No, because they might have been slightly on guard when somebody hit the door. I'm sorry. Sorry, Valerie. You can blame Trist.
The distraction. They didn't see me coming.
It's
you
too
know?
late. Distracted. We'll see how high in initiative you are.
Pretty high.
12. Pretty high. All right. Let me roll for these guys real fast. Ooh, natural 1 on that one. Well, that's good. Yes. Damn, dude, I'm rolling a lot of natural ones here. You guys are probably gonna like this.
It's about time.
That's a good thing it's on initiative. Get him out of the way early. So, at the top of the round, I will let you get this in, Trist, since you have time. Are you going to disguise self?
She's crashing in through the ceiling.
Okay, yeah. So you're not. So that doesn't cross your mind then, basically.
I will save that spell slot.
Okay. As Valerie comes, as everybody's attention is kind of drawn to the door for a moment, Valerie, you begin to slip down from the ceiling. Flying down. It's a 15-foot drop. We'll get to that in a moment. However, let's put it like this, Valerie. Where were you aiming? Where did you want to land?
There was two people like basically directly under me, right? Getting the
Yes, there were.
and also, is it now that I had the jump feature? Does that can I jump because now I can jump down without having to do the athletics check and stuff now, right? Or no?
No, it doesn't negate gravity. It allows you to jump up, not down. It lets you jump up or jump out. You can't you can't stop gravity from hurting you without magic of some kind. But good try. Good try.
I was gonna try.
Good try.
My claws are magic now too.
They are magic. Yes, they are. They're magic now. I know your claws are magic. Yeah. I know you're cool, Valerie. Okay, jeez, gosh.
Sure.
However, I will allow Valerie in this instance, since she moved first, since this is kicking off because of her, you will get to act first before. However, you're not going to get sneak attack because people are aware of your presence, but you will get the equivalent of a surprise round. So you drop down. You're going to try to drop down on these two men that were fighting or that were beating on this guy that was hanging. Okay.
Raging on my way
going
down.
to rage. You go, the guys go black. For the first time, Velry's claws in this new heightened form. The talons kind of extend, and where they were just black before, there might be just twinges of red along the tips.
A little sparkle.
Sure,
No.
if you want sparkle, why not?
No sparkle.
I was going for more of like a congealed blood at the tips, but you know, that's
Hey,
you
no.
whatever you want to do, whatever you want to
Just a
do.
little dash of sparkle.
A little glint of something off of the tips there. As
Glitter
you
blood.
as you go to move down. Go ahead and give me a. Just stop yourself from being hurt, falling down. Why don't you just give me an
Superhero
acrobatics
climbing.
check?
Wait,
'Cause there's-
athletics?
Acrobatics. There's stuff to grab a hold of and scale your way down. The DC's not high. 10. Okay, that's enough. It's only a 15-foot drop, and it's not like this isn't just like empty space. There's rafters and things, so you're able to actually launch yourself down there without causing any harm to yourself. The DC wasn't high.
I was hoping
So
just to land on one of the guys.
Okay, if you want to just land on somebody, that's fine, but you will also be taking fall damage if you want to do so. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you go to land on one of them. Go ahead and make your attack rolls if you'd like.
Recklessly attacking.
Of course,
Mhm.
as usual.
Oh, hold on. Let me just make sure. 3 to hit.
23 does hit. Go ahead and roll your next one too, because you're not going to be able to just kill one of these guys in one hit.
Ah,
Oh, so
25. That will definitely hit.
I was making sure I didn't get natural.
Mhm.
So roll off 4.
Yeah, go ahead and roll all 4, because I've got a feeling you're going to try to attack both of them if one of them goes down.
lowest was a 20.
Yeah. I'm thinking these are all going to hit, but yeah, go ahead and roll the last one just in case.
Eighteen was my lowest. 18
Yeah.
was my lowest.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
they all hit. So go ahead and roll damage. Start with the first one.
9.
9 points of damage. All right. Next.
7.
7 points. This is still the same guy. You kind of land on him and you start tearing into him. Another 7.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And last one. 7.
Fuck.
Did you want so I want to make sure. Did you want to land on top of him?
No, because you said that would be an extra fall damage, right?
It would be, yes.
Well, I guess just like right next to him.
Okay.
Right
You kind of
behind.
land down next to him,
Stab
and
his neck.
the claws rake down his back. Ah! And then you start quickly just tearing into him like a wild beast. Rocky's bleeding from gouts all over his body, but as he gets rocked, he kind of turns around. He's barely standing. The guy next to him, they both kind of spin on you. And people are freaking out in here. That will be the surprise round. However, it is now someone else's turn, Valerie. Someone actually rolled higher in initiative than you. And it was, in fact, the 4 men, the 3 of which you saw walking in here earlier, are going to turn. Oh shit! And
What'd they roll?
they rolled a 20 on initiative.
I rolled a 22.
Yeah, I wrote that.
Damn
You did a 22? I thought you did 16.
A 20
I
also.
rolled
20
a
as
20.
well.
As well, yeah. 20
Oh
as well.
shit, my bad. Hold on, let me fix it.
You didn't seem impressed with my roll.
I'm
you
sorry.
know.
I thought you rolled a
It's like-
16. I must look at the wrong number.
Yeah, the highest
Sorry.
roll of the night. For
I call
for-
shenanigans.
So,
Shenanigans.
what's your dex, Rogar?
It's a 12.
It's the same as
Not very dexterous.
It's the same as them. I'll give it to you though. I'll let you go first, Rogar.
Ah, yeah.
You're
Did
at
I
the
make
top.
it up the?
Yeah, you made it to the top. Yeah, you're kind of at the hatch as you see Valerie's already kind of jumped in, just kind of swung in. You're like, oh shit, time to catch up, I guess.
I'll rage and I will try to jump down as well.
Give me an athletics check, Rogar, since you're just probably going to Superman land this. Unlike Valerie, don't you start, Valerie. You were trying to land on somebody.
9. Not regress. Not the
very
best.
great. Rogar blindly, because he didn't get a chance to look in here, blindly kind of grips the side and kind of, and then you actually don't land on the ground. You actually land on top of the cage, like one of your foot catches, and you kind of, and then you kind of fall down prone.
Oh.
You're gonna take holy shit. You're gonna take 8 points of bludgeoning damage. It was a
Oh
hard
my
hit.
God.
Reduced to 4 because you're raging.
Yeah.
Reduced to 4. You kind of.
Oh.
Shit. Valerie's
Hey, come
behind you. Valerie's behind you. The door would be in front of you. There's a bugbear standing at the door. This room, it's a pretty good sized room. You're looking at least 60 feet, 60 to 70 feet to the door. Valerie's maybe 15 feet behind you. There are the four men that are getting ready. Like you can tell that their state of readiness is almost at yours. A little over to your left, about 40 feet or so. The cages are right at your back. About maybe 20 feet to your left is the Straw Hat Ronin. That looks like he's preparing himself, about to draw 2 blades.
Sounds like the only person I can actually reach at this point is Valerie behind me because I'm prone, right?
That is true. We did say
So,
that
I can-
because you fell on your face.
I can pop up.
See, Valerie's already raked into a guy.
Hit him with
There's
the
2
frost
guys.
breath.
One of them is severely hurt, and the other one looks like he's scrambling for like some kind of club.
I'm going to attack recklessly the one that looks weakest.
Okay, the other one that Valerie's ripped into. Go ahead and give him an attack roll.
Great weapon master.
No.
These
too
dude-
confident in it.
These dudes look
shit.
slightly more armored.
Natural 20.
Dear God, I'll roll a card just in case. I'll
Yeah,
pull a
what
card.
if something else?
This
Yeah,
dude's
yeah.
gonna die no matter what at this point. But why not? This would be a This is max damage.
Okay.
And roll the
So-
damage dice again. It's not gonna matter. He's dead.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna roll it just so it goes off. Ignore
Why
the
not?
numbers. Yeah.
Why not?
Okay.
That dude is you bring the club down and his head just explodes over Valerie. And it just it's like pops like a watermelon. He's dead for sure.
All right. I will go for his compatriot now with my second attack.
Go ahead and make your second attack.
This one I will do Great Webmaster just for
Sure, why not? Why not?
for fun,
Yeah.
Not too bad.
That-
21 would be the number.
That will definitely hit. That'll
All
definitely
right. That will be not too bad. 23 points of damage.
23 points of damage as you bring the club in low and smack him across the midsection as you killed his compatriot. He's like, and you hit him hard. Oh! And he takes a few steps back. And the wind knocked out of him. He's still standing.
Okay. That will finish my turn. That's all I can do.
Yeah, as you guys, as you guys have definitely made an entrance for yourself. Let's see here. Next will be the average men, the standard troops here. The 4 individuals, 3 of which you saw enter earlier, less armored, some of them semi-inebriated, quickly coming to a state of readiness. And while they can't make it to you, it looks like 2 of them actually pull out heavy crossbows. They kind of sling them on, unsling from their shoulder, and they're going to take aim at Rogar, since he would technically be closest. Let's see here. And we'll get advantage on this since he has from Reckless. That is a 21 to hit. That one will hit.
Yep.
And the second one is going to be a 17.
That's a glancing blow.
That's
That's my armor.
Okay. The first one is only going to be 2 points of piercing damage reduced to 1. It kind of skids across your natural thick hide. And the second one is going to be 6 reduced to 3, and this is the glancing blow reduced to 1. So an additional 1 point of piercing damage as both of the bolts just kind of
Rogar just looks over at him.
kind of chip off of you. The other 2 are running up, and it looks like they are they have like some kind of maces that they're kind of pulling, and they're looking a little timid. One of them kind of they kind of move over by the straw hat Rowan, and that's about as far as they can get, and they're kind of poised next to the cage there. All right. That will then bring me to Valerie. It's actually your turn now, Valerie.
I'm gonna kind of like bonus action whisper or tell Rogar that we want to keep one of those guys at least somewhat alive to get the information.
I mean, in your rage state, you think you can do that?
Is it bonus action? Is that not a no? You can't talk. Just like talking.
You are in a blood frenzy right now. I'm
Okay.
just throwing it out there. But I mean, sure, you're kind of like take one alive, kind of like that. So, I guess, yeah.
And then
it's not like, hey, can you make sure we keep a guy alive, Rogar? No, it's not like that. It's gonna be
Rogar responds back.
Hey, you guys are just rage talking right now.
Yeah. Then slice and dice the guy that's left standing next to me.
Go ahead and give me an attack roll. He's not going to even get a chance to do anything. He's going to get ripped to pieces.
These
Jesus.
poor fellas.
No bueno.
They didn't know what
First
was
one
happening
misses.
when they came to work today.
The first slash, he kind of he's, smacks it aside. Second one's going to hit. Go ahead and roll damage because he's low on health.
12.
You slice into this guy and kill him. He just opens him up, and both of these guys die instantly, hit the ground.
Who's next? Who's anyone within 45 feet?
The people the closest individuals to you would actually be two of the guys with maces I just described to Rogar that had moved up, and they're 2 of the people that you saw walking outside talking about what they were going to do to this woman.
Yeah. So I guess as long as we keep one alive, it's fine. I'm gonna go to one of them. Then they go towards the Ronin guy.
Yeah, they kind of moved in front of him, between you and him, but between you and the Ronin, next to one of the cages.
One to me.
That will definitely hit. Go ahead and roll damage because they don't have a lot of health, but there's a possibility.
8.
Okay. He is the first guy. You kind of lunge across. You kind of jump from where you're at. Freakishly long jump, I might add. Scramble up and slash this guy across the chest. He's still up. He looks very hurt though.
15. Does a 15 hit?
15 will hit. They're not super heavily armored. Go and roll damage.
10.
10 points of damage. You slay him where he stands. You kind of rip into him. His partner next to him. Oh gods! As he kind of has his back against the nearby cage at this point.
I'm gonna in my rage, just be like, this is because.
Okay. All right. Be nice to women. That's one of those.
Yeah.
Moog, you will not make it in this turn, but you will make it in the next. So technically, it would be
on the way, I would like to stow my crossbow and ready my shield.
Of course you do. Yeah. Kind of crossbow back. You do see Trist right up ahead of you, at a closed door. Speaking of Trist, it is now your turn, Trist.
All right, open the door.
You kind of open the door. As soon as you open the door, there's an 8-foot tall bugbear standing within 5 feet of you. You kind of
right at the door.
Yes, he was moving to open the door as this all happened.
I just
you open the door
so hard I hit him.
No. Like he's off to the side. The door opens, and you open the door, and you're like, oh, and he just kind of
hello.
He's looking back at the carnage, and then he's like, huh? He's looking down at you, Trist.
Can I get by him, or is it just like?
I mean, yeah. If you want to get by him, you can.
Yeah, there's enough room to get by him.
Sure. He is going to smack you with his club if you leave his immediate vicinity.
Next plan, we're gonna loop back around to the windows.
So, okay, he's still gonna get an opportunity attack.
Oh fuck! If he gets one either way, then I'm gonna get by him.
Yeah, you're in range of opportunity attack. Opening up the door.
I'm running by him then.
Okay.
Running through his legs.
Okay. You kind of caught him off guard a little bit. Let's see if he can hit you. With his Morning Star. 20's gonna hit you. Trist. I'm sorry.
20 hits a lot of people.
It does. Thank God you're not that he didn't get a surprise attack. It's only going to be 6 points of piercing damage. So he brings down this heavy Morning Star across your back. Doesn't quite dig in that deep, but he kind of smacks and you but you're able to make your way into the building.
All right, so how many are alive? 4?
There are currently, you see 3 dead bodies, first off.
Yeah.
There's a man hanging from the rafters who is currently,
So 5 people.
he's actually, you look over there, Trist, and you actually see that he is currently pulling himself up. And he's like, got his mouth on the knots around his hands right now. Your passive perception's so good that you're going to see a lot of stuff going on because there's another turn that's about to happen.
Yeah.
But you see, Velry is currently engaged with one of the men that you saw earlier. There are also 2 of them that have heavy crossbows that are currently fumbling, trying to reload them at the carnage that's taking place. As well as Straw Hat Ronin is somewhat close to Velry, near one of the cages, and is currently getting ready to move as well. And of course, the bugbear right behind you.
Those are 5 people total.
So you're looking at 5 total still standing.
Are they all within 40 feet of each other, like a 40-foot cube?
The only people that would be super close to each other would either be the crossbowmen are kind of off by themselves. If you were trying to hit the Ronin and that other guard, you might catch Velry, but you would definitely hit the people in the cages if you were going to do so. Well, it
I
depends
can
on what
pick.
you're doing.
I can pick who I want this spell to hit,
Okay.
but it just have to be. It's a 40-foot cube
Okay.
that it catches.
I'll tell you what. If this is the spell I think it is, because it's not. This isn't like a fireball, right? Okay. No. I will. Well, let me roll a d4 real fast. Yeah. You're going to be able to get everybody but the bugbear.
Oh fuck yeah! So I run into the room, get
Mhm.
into whatever my movement gets me to.
Yeah.
And I reach my pocket and I pull out a little stopper, a little dropper valve.
Okay.
And as I squeeze it out, a drop of molasses starts to come out. And right when it releases from the dropper and it hits midair, I cast slow on everybody but the bugbear.
Okay. What
It is
saving
a-
throw is it?
Wisdom save of 16.
Wisdom? This is
Wisdom.
not going to be good. That
What's
is
it-
one,
what does
is
slow do?
insane.
one pass.
Oh, you'll find out.
We'll find out in a second. That's a fail. That's a fail. I'm going to roll for my Ronin real fast. That's a fail. So one of the crossbowmen passed. Everyone else
Okay.
failed.
All right, so since they're slowed, they have a -2 to their AC
Mm-hmm.
and to dex saves. They
Mhm.
can't use their reactions, and on their turn, they have to use an action or a bonus action.
Indeed, they do.
Uh,
And they can't take multi-attack either. You just make one
Yes.
attack.
And their
As-
speed is halved.
Yeah, as you see the Ronin, all of a suddenly, though he's drawing his sword, it's almost like at quarter speed. He's like beginning to draw. The one that Velry's next to, something similar. He's kind of, it's like he's almost in mid strike, beginning to very, very slowly move. As well as one of the crossbowmen is almost like a bolt is falling out of his hand, and it's almost like stuck in time for a moment. The other one's kind of looking around, freaking out. Would you like to do anything else, Trist?
That ends my turn.
That'll end Trist's turn. Zoom. It is your turn. So you're looking in through the window, seeing all of this transpire.
I would like to pull out my dulcimer, and I would like to, let's see, there are 5 individuals
Yes.
who are still standing. 3 of them have been affected by Trist.
Yes.
All right. And the guard, the big, huge guard, was not one of them, correct?
No, he was not. He's by the door. He's within probably about 30 feet of Trist.
Then I would like to cast Bane
Okay.
at 2nd level.
Okay.
And so I would like to hit, and I imagine they're all within 30 feet of me, correct?
The
wanna be
bugbear's
wrong.
pretty far away. What's the range
That's
on
the
Bane?
guard, right? It's
Yeah.
30 feet.
30 feet. Unless you move into the room, you're not going to be able to get all the way to him.
Okay, but I can get the other ones that Trist has grabbed.
Yes, you can, if you'd like.
Okay, then I will just cast Bane, regular Bane, and try to hit all 3 of them.
Okay.
And they need to make a charisma saving throw of 15.
Charisma save. Debuff everybody. Why not? Why not just debuff the shit out of him? Charisma save. That's a fail. Yeah, he's too far away. He's going to fail. Fail. Okay.
Okay, so now they need to roll a
Everybody except for the guard, or not the guard, but the individual that wasn't slowed. Everyone else is baned as well. Now, what does this sound like, Zoom? What kind of tone is this?
I'll be pulling out the dulcimer to do it. Have you heard that really annoying, like,
Oh God.
the long thing where they're like, honk, honk, honk? I don't
Oh,
remember what
God.
it's called. I want to make it as close to that sound
Okay.
as humanly possible.
Okay.
Just as annoying as
A
hell.
vuvuzela?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's horrible. It's horrible
yeah.
noise, and it resonates with these individuals. It's almost like it's in their ear. They kind of, as they're slowed, in like slight pain.
They're gonna have to roll a d4 and subtract the number rolled from any attack or saving throws.
Why not? Let's just put all the debuffs out. Okay. There's
Ha!
that. That will bring me now to.
Oh wait, bonus action. I want to throw. Let's see, who's in the throes of battle right now?
Velry is literally in combat range, as
I
well
want to-
as Rogar might be here in a moment.
I want to
They
throw
still
bardic
might have
inspiration.
her inspiration.
Do you still have your inspiration, Belry?
Did
Say
you?
before that does it only applies for so long.
It lasts for 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
No, I did use that
Okay.
earlier.
Yeah, she used it. She used it.
Then I want to throw a bardic inspiration on Belry again.
Okay. All right. Kind of
1d8, right?
Yes.
a little vocal exercise. Oh, you feel inspired. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, she sees the slow, and she's gonna
Maybe
be an
it's
easy meal.
the fact that your enemies are severely hampered right now.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Excited.
However, one of the individuals that isn't hampered, the large bugbear,
Yes,
he's been around and he's going to beat Trist's head in.
yes, he is.
He's going to attempt to, at least. So he's going to. Ironically, a 9 doesn't hit you
Oh, thank God.
as he
Does not.
he goes to swing, and you're gonna and it just skims over the top of your head,
Dios mío.
and he is swinging from 10 feet away, Trist, because
Yes, bugbears have
bugbears have a
10
10-foot reach
10-foot reach.
as he swings over the top. Darbert, stand still! And he looks like he's gearing up for a second attack, but that's all he can do. They'll bring me to the top of the round with the crossbowman. The one that is not damaged is going to. Would he even know? Make an intelligence check. Let's see, where's his intelligence? It's not very good. He's not smart enough. He's dumb. He's smarter than most of you, but he's by normal standards. He's
Damn.
relatively dumb.
Insulted.
It's most of the party is not super intelligent. However, he is going to take a shot at Velry. He does not have anything wrong with him. So let's see here. Let's give him a attack. He does have advantage because she was attacking recklessly. So 17 hits. Yes. You're looking at 5 points of piercing damage reduced to 2. as,
All right.
as a bolt kind of just skids by, just takes just a little bit out of the shoulder. No, you superficial damage at best. And he's like, oh. He's freaking out.
Valerie liked it,
Valerie did like it. The other crossbowman is going to attempt to reload. They do have an option here. I'm going to make him roll for it since he's slowed. Natural 1. It's like the bolt is moving into the crossbow, but it's like he loses his grip on it and just kind of falls away. And he's like, damn it.
The ones that are slowed can make a save at the end of their turn.
Okay, so he'll make a save now.
But detract 1d4 from whatever he rolls.
That's true. He fails miserably. He rolled a 2. But you end up with a 0 at some point. All right, that is that. The guy that is actually fighting Velry, so he will get an attack at advantage with the what's it called? With the D4 minus the D4 here in a moment. You might need the D4 because he got a 17 minus 3, so a 14 to hit, Velry.
That's a glancing blow.
Glancing blow. So this is going to be like halves of halves here. That would be 4 points of piercing damage as he takes his spear and kind of jams it towards you. Very, when you're taken aback, it's almost like it's off a little bit. So 4 points reduced to 2, then reduced to 1. So 1 point of piercing damage. So it kind of skims by. cuts Valery's cheek. Just a little trickle of coagulated blood kind of drips out of her cheek for a moment, and he looks horrified. And what's funny, Valery, as his turn ends, oh shit, the cage next to him, suddenly hands reach out from the cage, and a shiv is stuck in his jugular twice.
Oh.
Like this. There's blood spray everywhere. And the woman that apparently was tied up was in fact not tied up and has been waiting for an opportunity to kill someone. And she grabs a hold of the body and smacks it against the cage itself, holding it there.
Glance over a direction and noddingly approve. Like, yeah.
Yes. All right. That is that. It is now Rogar. It's your turn.
Did your Ronin go?
Ronan did not go. You're correct.
Okay.
Shit. I totally skipped him. He will move towards Valerie because it's the only person he can make it to. Kind of, and he'll take a swing with. He actually manages to unsheath his longsword. That's all I can take a swing with at advantage. 21 minus 1, so a 20 still hits, unfortunately. For 5 points of slashing damage, Valerie reduced to 2. Take an additional 2 points of slashing damage. So he rushes up and slashes you, but that's all he can do. Looks very, very off kilter, off guard. So then it will be Rokar's turn.
How far is the bugbear from Rokar?
You would be standing where Valerie was, so you're looking at about 60 feet.
Damn. Rogar will. Rogar will run.
Mm-hmm.
He will. Sorry, let me look at something real quick.
What's Rogar going to do?
All right. Rogar will run, or not run, but move 40 feet.
Okay.
The
only
he
person
will then-
currently standing within that range would be the Ronin, if you're trying to move towards somebody.
Yeah. Well, he's going to. I guess he'll take his action to dash.
Okay.
He'll dash. He has that to 80 feet. He'll dash all the way right in front of the bugbear.
Okay.
Then I'll use my bonus action to use my breath attack.
Mm-hmm. Frost breath.
Frost breath.
I breathe in his face. He has to make a con save. Fails.
Yeah, he'll probably pass it. He
Fails. He fails.
All right.
He fails miserably with
Let me
a 4.
A 4? Impressive. Let me see here.
Yeah.
Not too bad. He takes 11 points of
Jesus,
cold
that's a
damage.
significant amount of damage. You gotta, and he's reeling from having tried to attack Triss, and and he kind of tries to shield himself. Icicles coming off of his arm.
Mhm.
Is that it, Rogar?
That will be it.
Okay. It is now Valerie. It's your turn.
So I killed the one guy.
There is a Straw Hat Ronin currently engaged with you that just cuts you slightly. And there are 2 crossbowmen 20 feet or 30 feet past him, kind of near some boxes that I've kind of set up. One of them is not looking like he's slowed down. The other one isn't.
Go for the Ronin.
Okay. Go ahead and give me some attack rolls. He does have a -2 to his AC. God damn it. That's going to hit.
Not like it
Gonna hit.
matters with Valerie.
not gonna matter. Valkyrie doesn't roll below like 20. So
Do you want me to do more rolls to hit?
yeah,
or is it-
he actually has enough hit points. Just go ahead and roll all of your attacks. That's definitely gonna hit as well. That's 3 hits for sure. And one more. 17.
-2.
-2 does hit because his armor class is a 17. That's correct.
Okay.
So all hit. So first one is 7.
Uh-huh.
All right. Second,
8,
8. All right. Third,
9.
9. God bless. Fourth, 12. Dear
Max
Lord.
damage.
Rip into him. You just start slashing,
Rip and tear.
slashing, and in his especially in his more slowed state, he can't seem to defend himself. He's just taking blow after blow. He looks tore up, but he is still standing.
I'm just gonna kind of like laugh maniacally in his ear, you know, like
It is super creepy. There is fear in his eyes at this moment. He's from underneath his straw hat. You can see. All right. That brings me then to Moog Broadjaw.
Oh, yeah.
Broadjaw.
Come in at the door. There's a bugbear within 5 feet of you. Rogar
nice.
currently just breathed ice across it.
That's it. That's all it's
There's
within
2
range.
crossbowmen.
Uh-huh.
Your range is significant if you're going to use your crossbow. There are 2 crossbowmen off in the distance, as well as a straw hat Ronin is currently being ripped to pieces by Velry.
How far away are those folks?
The crossbowmen?
Uh huh.
Well, for you, it's not going to matter. Probably somewhere around the neighbor of 70 feet.
Okay, because I'm wielding my hammer and my shield right now, so
Yes.
it might matter.
Mm-hmm.
But I will take my. How far away is the Ronin?
The Ronin would be 60.
Oh, okay, dang. Actually, oh no, wouldn't matter. Okay, so this bugbear
Yes.
is going to take. I'm going to take a swing with my hammer.
Going to feel the wrath of Moog. Go ahead and give me a
22
attack
to
roll.
hit.
That will hit.
All right,
Go and roll damage.
12 damage. Oh, that was total max damage.
Max damage.
He looks hurt badly.
All right,
As you come
second
in and
attack.
crack him. Go ahead and do your second.
16 to hit. Is he -2 for whatever reason?
No, he's not. A 16 is a glancing blow.
All right, so let's go ahead and.
Oh, actually, no.
more
Excuse me. Yeah, it is. It is.
All right, so 4, then so 8 have this.
That
one.
is just enough, Moog. He had 4 hit points left.
Yeah.
Oh, I knocked his
Look at
frozen
Moog.
ass head right off.
His head
That's what I
isn't
wanna
frozen.
do.
Damn it, Moog.
Oh, okay.
His
well,
arms and the side of his
something
body
needs
are
to be frozen, and I need to smash it off.
You smack into the as you comes in and he's facing the wrong direction. You smack into the leg, he
Oh,
goes
nice.
down to a knee, and then you kind of swing around and you crunch into the chest area that's mostly frozen, and the hammer sinks in, and then keeps sinking in as you just kind of cleave a chunk out of him as it's like partially still frozen, and then he just falls over, parts of him shattered, dead.
All right, so then I'm going to use my movement 30
Mhm.
feet to close the distance between myself and the Ronin.
Okay, you start. And if he wasn't slowed, you might be seeing him freaking out a little more than he currently is.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, he sees an 8-foot bugbear coming
Yes.
for him.
Which then brings me to Trist. It is your turn, Trist.
So the Ronin and 2 crossbowmen.
Yes, that's all that's left.
All right. That crossbowman doesn't matter about the range. I'm thoroughly within 90 feet of me, the crossbowman.
Yes.
In that case, I'll pull out my little tiny chunk of diamond that I have.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hold it in my hand. I'll start to swirl around it And as I swirl around it, it starts to sparks start to come off it as I speak in Elvish, and I will unleash a chromatic orb with lightning damage.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and
on
roll for
whichever
attack.
one. Whichever crossbow man, it doesn't matter. For 24.
That will definitely hit. Roll damage.
For 18 lightning damage.
18 lightning damage. We will consider this the one that was not slowed. Speaking of which, yeah, the straw hat one failed. The slowed crossbowman actually does save. So this turn he'll be able to use his action. Doesn't matter though. You electrify the one that's been taking shots. He's like, oh shit, It's a bolt of lightning just scars across his chest, ignites his crossbow. That just the actual bow portion just explodes off of itself and just kind of falls dead next to the other guy who's now unslowed. He's like, oh, damn! Kind of reaches out towards him. He's dead. Would you like to do anything else?
That was it.
Now the Ronin's turn, who is still slowed. Let's see here. He will make another attack at Velry. Velry, did you go? You went. Yes, you went. Let's see here. He does have advantage. -4. That's -4. An 18 to hit Velry. That still hits. Okay. That's not going to matter because you take like half damage anyway. 7 points of slashing damage, reduced to 3.
Was it like reduced again, right? Wasn't it have to have?
No, that was because it was your
Okay.
glancing blow last time.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So 3 points of slashing damage as he kind of, and he's trying to fight through it. He still fails. His slow. He can't get out of it.
Try, buddy.
That's all he can do. That's all. He's stuck there. Which then brings me to Zoom. It's your turn, Zoom. Can't hear you. You're muted.
So we still want to keep one of them alive.
Do you?
I don't,
need
but
to.
it's a good idea to.
Nah.
I'm gonna ignore that evil little voice in my head that says "do it."
Me too.
Okay, so the Ronin looks pretty bad off.
He looks hurt. Pretty bad.
The guy with the crossbow is
Unscathed.
unscathed, but also drunk, right?
Plus,
not really
he's
in on this.
inebriated.
I'm gonna try something, and we'll see if it works.
We can try.
Suggestion.
Okay.
So, see, is he still within 30 feet of me?
You're to get to talk to him. You're gonna have to get within. You need to get in this room.
It says range of 30 feet.
Yeah. The crossbowmen are further out.
Okay, then yeah, I need to get into the room then. If I can move in and get close enough.
You kind of pull yourself through the window and scramble down some of the stacked up boxes and crates, and you kind of move down into the room to get you within range.
Then I would like to. He will have to roll a Wisdom 15.
Wisdom 15. Let's see, getting big 1A. Nope, that's a 12. It's a fail.
I will tell him, you should lock yourself in the empty cage to be safe.
He kind of looks at you.
It's a reasonable request.
It is. He kind of looks and he says, well, you don't know what he says because it's not his turn yet, but he kind of just sits there for a moment. His crossbow begins to kind of lower. All right. Is that going to be it, Zoom?
Yeah, that'll be it for me. But
Okay.
that also drops Bane, just FYI.
Okay. Yeah. All
So
right. So
required
then that
concentration.
brings me to him, actually. I need to be safe. I need to get in that cage. And he runs over towards the vacated cage. He is going to be running past Velry. Should Velry wish to kill this man with an opportunity attack.
She probably would.
He just starts running past
probably
you,
would.
Velry. It's like, it's up to you.
Well, I'm still engaged with the Ronin, though, right?
You are, but he's going to pass by you to get to this cage. So you have the option to take an opportunity attack.
The last one left alive out of those guys from before.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes. The Ronin and him are the only people left standing, enemies at least.
No, but Valerie wanted to keep him alive.
Did she though?
She wanted to keep one person alive.
Did.
Mhm.
Easy. It's easy prey right there. It's like
It
those,
is.
That is
it is.
true.
it's like those poor
Ronin is
squirrels you
likely
would
to know
I
savage.
mean, it's
But-
an internal battle, but
It's up to you.
I'm gonna.
You can
let
keep the
him-
Ronin alive. He might know something.
That's true.
What are you gonna do, Mallory?
If he watches you just shred this guy on the way by, he's probably much more likely to talk.
She's already shredded like several men in the,
Oh, I know.
like within
I'm just saying,
12
you know.
seconds.
This
Be nice to
Ronin is
women.
having a real bad day.
Mhm. So you want to
I'm
take
just
it?
gonna I'm just gonna look at him and
Yeah.
but I'm not gonna attack him.
Okay. You choose not to as he kind of runs past you. As he moves past you, he is going to try to stab you in the back on his way past you because he can still try to do that.
All right.
Natural 20. Yes. Yes. This is what's happened to you. So, this is going to be a... Dear God, this is a bad one, actually.
Bad for me or bad for you?
Bad for you.
Yeah.
It's not too bad. So you are going to take, it looks like, shit, 3 points of piercing damage as his spear clips into your back, which is only 1 point of piercing damage. However, for the next 6 rounds, he must have thrown you off a little bit, maybe hit a nerve, because you will have disadvantage on attack rolls.
Oh, okay.
Maybe just put
Only
you,
3 damage though.
It's only 1 damage for her because it's halved. And then he moves to the cage and then grabs a hold of it and slams it shut and it locks in place. All right, that is the end of his turn, which then brings me to the son of Amun, Rogar. The only person left standing is a Ronin that Velry is currently engaged with.
How far away is he? 60 feet?
Yes.
Or 40.
So it would be about, well, from where you were standing. Yeah, I'll give you 40 feet. Why not?
All right. Or we'll charge him.
Okay,
Recklessly attack.
of course. Move in.
All right. Great weapon master, too.
Great weapon master. Oh, okay. Getting bold. He is more heavily armored than the other individuals.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Ooh, not going to hit. That's going to be 12.
That's gonna miss. As you kind of,
Damn it.
and he instinctively kind of moves. Even in his slow state, he's able to kind of somewhat parry the blow.
Ugh.
I'll do it again.
Let's do it again.
The man wasn't even
Do it
moving.
again.
That would be 19? 19?
19 hits.
All right.
See if you can close it out, Rogar.
Oh, maybe not. A 7. 17.
17 points of damage. Not gonna be enough for Rogar. You do
Damn.
come down and you crack on one. It kind of is would be his sword arm, or his offhand arm. And he kind of cries out, and you hear something crack and pop, probably broken arm, but he's still standing somehow. It's gonna be your turn, Rogar.
That is my turn.
Brings me to Velry. It's your turn.
Bardic inspiration, right?
Did you use it?
No, because she gave me,
back to
or
her.
he gave me, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, you're
Whatever.
good. You're good.
What can I use? What do I use that for? Like
You
a
can-
roll?
You can use it on an attack roll. You can use it on an ability check. You can use it on. I think you can use it on a saving throw.
And I'm at disadvantage on rolling straight throws right now, right?
Yes.
Okay.
This guy looks severely hurt, by the way.
Just to roll that damage.
No, don't worry about it. You do a much. He only has 5 hit points left. So, how would you like to do this, Valerie?
Oh, I think I'm just gonna go for the classic throat rip.
Classic
You know.
throat rip. Classic roadhouse.
Slice
Reach
and
out
dice.
as he's like in pain. He's still movements are somewhat like molasses. You reach out and grab a hold of him and rip out a big chunk of his throat. He's like, and then he slowly falls to the ground because he's held in place with magic for a moment, and finally starts to die slowly.
Divert
On
my
the floor.
attention to the guy in the cage.
Your eyes dart towards the guy in the cage. He recoils back. That's where we're going to take our first break.